Hey everyone, welcome to California's Foodland, and I'm Robert Thompson. Man, me and Roscoe have a plethora of episodes that will be coming. I know it probably sounds like what is it, Chinese Democracy by Guns N' Roses, that album that took 8,000 years. But you know what? It'll be worth the wait because I'm really excited, man. We're going to talk about a ton of stuff. Bakers, Cheesecake Factory, a lot of good ones coming your way. But I thought that in the meantime, I would love to share something that is pretty special. Thinking back at the history of this show, it is now California's Foodland, but it used to be Robertland, which was all about theme parks. And the show has evolved. It's obviously become me and Ross. And we did the theme park thing for a while, and then we switched it up with California-based fast food joints. And then we changed the name so it's easier to find. But Robertland had a very, intimate quality where I felt like it was this epic thing. Every episode was like 3 hours. We had sketches. We had my ADHD ramblings and reminiscing on the theme parks. It was just completely, I felt like a fun, personal show. And when I met Ross at the Comedy Store, I immediately hit it off with him. And I feel like me and him, we're like fringe guys. We have a lot of the same things we love. And once we did this episode, it really clicked, me and him. And I feel like it was kind of the precursor of the show and what it is now. But it's from way back when. It's from 3 years ago. Let's turn the clock back and remember what 3 years ago was. Yes, it was 2020, and I had just gotten over COVID, which I feel like maybe I'm now. I don't know. It's probably the AIDS variant. I have no idea what variant they're at now. What Greek wordage. I'm so tired. It was my brother's wedding. It's Thanksgiving. It's very exhausting being alive, but it won't be once you hear these new California Foodlands coming up. And I hope you guys enjoy this look back at when me and Ross basically were doing California's Foodland. I mean, we're talking all about Disneyland food. So it's like the Robertland California Foodland episode. The first one. Anyways, I'm rambling. I'm gonna sleep inside of this turkey. Butt Machine Boys style. Just kidding. I don't know. Anyways, guys, love you all. We'll see you soon and enjoy this treat of Thanksgiving in the land of 2020. I'll be listening for the first time in a long time with you guys as well. Enjoy whatever outdated COVID talk we have, because it's got to be interesting to hear now that everything in the world is fine, because none of us are traumatized by what happened. None of us are kind of tired of all the craziness. None of us are exhausted at all. Everything's fine. Watch TikTok.
You're listening to the Fuck Yeah Nation Network.
What's up, everybody? Robert Thompson here. Guess what? I got COVID. No joke. I thought it'd be a lot funnier to have COVID, but it's not. Can definitely barrel through it like I would the teacups at Disneyland, which is a nauseating, painful experience, but it's going to be okay. I mean, I can't taste right now, which means I could stomach a lot more vegetables and ass, so I'm going to take advantage of that. This is a special episode. It's our 50th episode and our Thanksgiving special, all about theme park foods. So I thought it would be fun to reach out to LA Beast on Cameo. LA Beast is famous for eating whatever, and he does these great videos on YouTube. Very sweet guy. So we're going to start with that message and then on with the show. So be safe out there, guys. Love you. Enjoy.
Good day. Robert Thompson, LA Beast here, a.k.a. the lead singer of the comedy theme park punk band, Dick Neptune and the Microwave Ovens. To which, if you are the lead singer of a band with that caliber of name, hell yeah, that is an awesome name. And I hope and wish you nothing but the best with your successful singing career. But also, on behalf of yourself and myself, I'm here to congratulate you on 50 podcasts for your theme park comedy podcast, Robert Land. Congratulations. And for that, 100%, that's a big milestone. I will raise my glass of wine and say to Robert Land, here's to another 50. And then above and beyond from there on out. So cheers, good sir. Keep up the good work. And you know what? You made me reminisce back to like one of the first ever videos that was ever posted of me doing something ridiculous on YouTube. And this was like back in, I think it was like August 2nd of 2010. My roommate filmed me drinking a gallon of milk and posted it on his channel. And then like a week later is when I started my Skippy62Able channel. Like throughout the years, I've done stuff like getting kicked right in the balls from a guy wearing an Eeyore costume after I consumed a ghost pepper from this specific bag. And like when I was at my worst moment with the ghost pepper, I went to get the milk, kabam, right in the family jewels. Moments like that, or moments when I went to the hospital because I put butter on my parents' kitchen floor. I tried to deliver birthday presents and get them to the other side safely, but I slipped and fell and nearly sliced off my toe. Like you have made me reminisce on the 358 LA Beast videos that I've made in the past decade. And you know what? The main important thing is to have fun. And like it seems like you're an individual. It seems like you are who you are, and you're sharing that with an audience. So don't, just like people tell me, oh, don't ever change. You don't ever change, Robert Thompson. Do what you believe in, and I wish you nothing but success with your podcast moving forward here. So again, congratulations. 50 is a big milestone, but don't be satisfied. Keep on going. Keep on sharing your experiences and your enjoyment that you have with theme parks, and specifically, quite possibly theme park snacks. And you know what? Legally here in the state of New Jersey, I'm allowed to consume medicinal cannabis. And I've always wanted to like eat some marijuana edibles and go to a theme park and ride the rides. But I've yet to do that. And like here, I bit the ear off this 2-pound, like ginormous edible gummy. And like I was high as hell during that fan meetup. Now, to answer your question, what my favorite theme park snack is, Robert Thompson, churros. And I tried to print out churros of somebody holding up churros as they're entering into Six Flags Magic Mountain. My printer ran out of ink there, but early on, I would definitely say I moved to California for the second time in 2013, and I had this dry erase board with like all of the ideas that I wanted to get done. Like specifically, I wanted to lock myself in a glass box with a skunk while eating surströmming, which is one of the smelliest foods in existence. But another idea that was at the top of my list, I wanted to go to Six Flags and see how many churros I could consume without like throwing up on a roller coaster. I was going to eat like 10 pounds of churros and just continuously go round and round on the roller coaster. But I figured me throwing up on other guests would be probably frowned upon, especially if I filmed it and uploaded it to YouTube. So who knows? Who knows if that idea will ever take place in the near future. But churros is my favorite theme park snack for sure. And fair enough. Here's a photo of me. I was at the Magic Kingdom at Disney World in 1995. And I guarantee I probably had a lot of snacks because here I was as a 12-year-old kid with moobs. So on that note, again, Robert Thompson, during these like stressful, crazy times, I hope and pray for your recovery from COVID. Yeah, 100%. Like I really honestly hope that your health improves, that you're okay. Maybe during the stressful times, if you don't feel well, just take a couple deep breaths, maybe do a little robot dance, and of course, get your bearings straight, and I have no doubt you'll pull through, good sir. So now what I'm going to do is sing a song, the Barney the Purple Dinosaur theme song, which is about love, family, and friends. And you know what? I appreciate your support very much. Keep on kicking ass and taking names yourself. And much love. Here we go. I love you. You love me. We're a happy family with a great big hug, and I guess we'll be to you Won't you say you love me too? To Robert Thompson, the lead singer of Dick Neptune in the Microwave Ovens, and the host of 50 podcasted podcasts of the podcast Robert Land. It's the LA Beast. Keep on going. Have a good day.
Welcome to Robert Land. That's right, your favorite not safe for work comedy theme park podcast. And I'm your host, Robert Thompson, comedian, musician, theme park phenologist a la do. What is up, everyone? How you guys doing? It is a very special episode here at Robert Land. It is our 50th episode. Can't believe it. It is also our Thanksgiving special, where we give thanks to theme park foods, and we talk all about that. But it is a theme park comedy podcast. So with that, that means we can kind of talk about whatever. There really isn't a cap on what we can say. So, you know, if you enjoy churros and theme parks and maybe discussions of, you know, beheadings or whatever, it can go there. And it's not meant to be vulgar for vulgar's sake, but it's just a part of life, guys. Sometimes people get beheaded. But this episode is particularly radical because we've got a very special guest, Mr. ROSSCO SOLETRAIN. I mean, the guy is multifaceted, a musician. He's a brilliant barber. God, hilarious dude. He's got a thrift store show on YouTube where he goes to thrift stores, and I'm going to be in one of them coming up. It is a pleasure to have had ROSSCO on because he's very knowledgeable of theme park foods, and that's what this episode's all about, is theme park foods, and specifically Disney parks foods, because there is a vast amount of theme parks out there in the world, and we kind of had to narrow it down, but there'll be more specials like this where we talk about the food and treats at theme parks, and we haven't done that yet where it's just solely kind of based on that. So we're gonna have a very scrumptious motherfucking episode here for you, a sneak peek at next week's show with Jackson Banks and all sorts of other fun. But before we get to that, I thought I would take a trip back to memory lane. I mean, when we started recording these like about a year ago, I had no idea that this show would become nostalgic at some point because of most theme parks being closed in the world. But I hope that we've offered you some fluff, some escapism, some humor during these bizarre as butt fucking times. But I thought I would take a trip back to the first episode, a little bit that we did that still cracks me up with our Disney informant who fight and were arrested and were kicked out of the park in Toontown. And it's we're going to go to that sketch, and I hope you guys enjoy this little trip back to memory lane. A pretty silly bit we did with our Disney informant, so enjoy. So I'm here joined by an unnamed Disney informant. You know, thanks for being here, man.
Yes, thank you for protecting my identity.
Yeah, I know Disney does not mess around, and I appreciate you sharing this information with me. So you were there the day that incident took place. What did you see?
Right. So this African American family.
Is that really important? Is that really an important detail of the story? You got to mention that, or?
I'm just trying to describe what happened as I saw it. It was a family of a certain persuasion. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So, you know.
I mean, it just kind of comes across. It's just, you know, unnecessary detail. I mean,
do you want me to paint a picture with my words, or are you going to jump over everything that I say?
No, okay.
All right. So there they are in all their FUBU gear, and
okay, all right. That was completely unnecessary, and you know.
Look, I'm just telling the story. This is how I perceived it.
I mean, how do you know that it was it Rockaware? I don't know. You're kind of throwing out
Just blanket.
I mean, I'm not familiar with all.
Okay, come on. All right. So that's not really important to the story. Okay, so so you saw this man fighting his family, right?
Right. So these NBA athlete looking guys, right?
That dude did not look like he was in the NBA anymore.
I'm not racist, man.
I believe you. I'll take your word for it. The real story here is not about any of that. You saw this violent act in, the iconic Disneyland in Toontown. You saw this, brutal fighting. How come you didn't intervene as an employee? Like what?
Dude, because that was the most interesting thing that's happened the entire time I've been working at Disneyland, man. I pop popcorn for a living, okay? Like, I'm not moving out of my mom's house anytime soon, okay?
I could see that.
Okay, this is the only minor thrill that happens in my otherwise tedious, meaningless existence, and I wasn't gonna just take that away from myself. I mean, have you seen the video?
I have. I've seen
It's awesome. The one really big dude, he's just hitting chicks in the face, man.
Oh, God.
You don't even get that type of action on WWE, man.
So are you saying okay, so you think it's awesome that a woman's getting punched in the face? I thought it was kind of...
Whoa, no, I did not say that, okay? I mean, just look, I've lived with my mom for 35 years, so I understand there are, like, times when bitches be talking shit, okay? And that's just how it is. It's not all of them. It's definitely, I mean, like, there are...
Yeah, what are you trying to imply here?
There are exceptions. I mean, like, Princess Leia is awesome,
God.
Especially, that bikini, man. Just like when Jabba the Hutt's got her on a chain. I mean, like, that's a fantasy right there, bro. I mean, you can't argue with me, right?
Okay, I can't argue with that. She does look very nice being chained by this is all...
That's the way all women should be.
This is the first step of the show, dude. I don't want to get canceled already, but I think okay, so you witnessed this happen. So what are they planning on doing to step up the security now at Disneyland?
Well, I think they're gonna hire a couple more guys in polo shirts. I mean, you saw how he intervened. He basically
30 minutes after the fact. Why it took so long, and
they had to wait for his polo shirt to dry. It was in the laundry. I mean, the security. It's not. These are senior citizens, man. They're... Okay, I know what you're going to say. I don't hate the elderly, all right? I feel like sometimes they'd be better used if we ground them up and see what powders they could be made into, to make our lives better.
Jesus. I think we're gonna get all that we're gonna get from this interview here. I don't want to offend too many people. I appreciate your insight. Yeah, but I'm glad that we could also have this kind of relationship, man. Whenever you get new scoop on something that happens at Disney, hit your boy up because we want to hear about it. Just try to keep the hatred and your boner fantasies of Princess Leia to a minimum roar. But yeah, what's your name again, dude? Richard Medina?
Wait, no. Oh shit, here they come. Oh fuck, no!
Man, hope you guys enjoyed that trip down memory lane. I know I did. Now we're going to take you down another trip of memory lane where we go to my favorite segment, Your Theme Park Memories, where we have legions of fans and listeners send in their favorite theme park memories and we play them on the show. So right now we're going to go to Your Theme Park Memories. Enjoy.
Theme park memories.
My favorite Thanksgiving moment would probably have to... Yeah, just leave it right there, I'll come get it. Amazon is the best. Probably be growing up. 'Cause growing up, I grew up in a household with a very Italian mother and an Italian father, which was pretty apropos for being their son. And my mother would make a traditional Italian turkey Thanksgiving dinner, which was lasagna first. Sometimes she'd stuff the lasagna in the turkey to kill two birds with one stone. She'd also put turkey inside the lasagna so that it was two birds that she murdered for one stone, that she would get super high on drugs and then just throw rocks at these birds that she hoped were turkeys. And it turned out that one of them was. The other one was something we had to explain to the neighbors that we had no idea where the hell their dog went. But we enjoyed the dinner, and the most important thing to me for any Halloween, Thanksgiving, is that a family was there. And the only thing that mattered to me was there's a house full of family and friends, and we're all having fun, and just the smell of the air conditioned in that house. I don't know, I really enjoyed it. And Thanksgiving should be something that you can come back to, a memory or a person or a criminal sentence, and enjoy yourself. Thanksgiving was started as a crime, and now we get to celebrate it by stuffing our faces for it. So I think that, like anything else, a lot of the holidays we celebrate probably started off as mass murders. But it's nice to eat food and feel good and satiate yourself. So everybody is deserved a buffet once in a while, once a week. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone, and everyone happy Thanksgiving. Charlie Brown, that guy never found anything resembling a pumpkin.
Theme park memories.
Hey, Robert, big fan of the show. I remember years ago I went to the Universal Studios Florida. They did a Fear Factor live show, and my kids pushed me to get up there and volunteer, and I did. And the host proceeded to give me worms, and then he bent me over in front of the crowd and fucked me right in the ass. It was pretty disturbing. There's actually a lawsuit pending still for some reason. I was, sodomized in front of an audience of families eating churros, so I have no idea why that is still a problem. But I'm coming to you, Robert, for some legal advice. Please contact me. My name is Jim.
Theme park memories.
Hi. So, I was really excited to do a theme park memory, and if you read my blog, which most people do, you know that I've been a victim most of my life, and I feel like I've been a victim today of a calendar misinterpretation. And about 7 or 8 of my past therapists told me that this syndrome doesn't exist, but that just makes me realize that they're part of the problem. Because what I really like to do is just wish Robert Land a happy Thanksgiving episode, and more importantly than Thanksgiving, which is a brutal holiday that celebrates nothing but just suffering and turkey. But more importantly, this episode is to commemorate it. And just say thank you and congratulations to Robert Land for doing your 50th episode. It's truly fantastic, and even though there have been times when I felt like I was misrepresented during this, and I feel like this podcast should be a little bit more political. But either way, thank you so much for doing this podcast, and happy 50th, Robert Land and Robert, and just happy 50th from Terry.
Theme park memories.
This is Theme Park Minute with Zack Hillman. One of the most famous political speeches of all time, Richard Nixon's "I'm not a crook" speech, actually took place at Disney World. In November of 1973, Nixon was vacationing at his home in Key Biscayne, Florida, all tuckered out from a Senate investigation's worth of justice obstructing. He flew to Orlando in order to answer questions from 400 members of the Associated Press, who were holding their annual Managing Editors Association convention at Disney World's Contemporary Resort. Less than a year later, Nixon resigned after it became impossible to deny that he had, in fact, used the Beagle Boys to wiretap Cinderella's castle.
Bet you didn't know that, did you? Well, here I am with me and ROSSCO SOLETRAIN. Man, what's up, Robert Land? Here we go. ROSSCO SOLETRAIN, you're back on the program.
I'm excited, man.
Yeah, dude, it's great to have you.
Yeah,
it's
cool, man.
It's crazy because last time you were on the show, we talked a lot about theme parks and life, as we usually do on the show. But we went to a lot of different places. We talked about people being hit by buses and splattering.
Yeah, that's right.
At Disney World, or that train that train theme park you spoke of.
Oh yeah, Train Town.
Yeah, Train Town.
Love that place.
Which sounds like some sort of frat, like sexual act.
Could be. Dude, straight up.
Yeah.
I'm going to take you to Train Town. No, we're going to take you to Train Town.
Yeah, bro. That's how you get in, girl. That's how you get into the sorority. We, in the fraternity, train. Yeah, I mean, you can put together.
Okay, fuck it.
Yeah. And then someone gets HPV or COVID.
It's not a good time until all of us get HPV.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, dude. But we didn't really get to delve too much into the food of theme parks. And I haven't really done an episode all about that. And I was like, you know what? We need to do something special for the listeners and really dig right in.
Absolutely.
You know, because theme parks, that's a huge part of theme parks is eating. You need that fuel to get on them rides.
Straight up.
And so, like,
corn dogs.
Yeah, you need corn dogs. You always think of churros.
Churros,
like,
yeah.
Churros is like it's the epitome of theme park foods.
I guess, man. I never eat them.
Really?
No, I don't fucking eat the churros.
What did cinnamon kill your family, or what happened?
So
is there
no, really, what it comes down to is like, if I eat anything that's deep fried and that's bread, like donuts, for instance.
Yeah.
Like anything that's fried or deep fried and breaded. I'm sorry, blah, 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 I can't eat it. It fucks me up too bad. Like it burns my stomach so bad, and I get the worst heartburn. So I just stay away from the beignets. There's like, what are those sandwiches?
Fritters.
Oh, the Monte Cristos. You ever had the Monte Cristo at the French Market?
No.
At Disneyland?
No.
They're gross.
Really?
Yeah, they're like cheese and ham, and then they come with like some jelly on the side. They're fucking gross. I don't like them at all. But
nasty.
The last time I had one, I got the worst heartburn and stomach pains. Fuck that, man. Honestly, anything deep fried and breaded just makes me want to fucking take a big old fat shit. And in the Disneyland steamy fucking bathroom, I'm good, dude.
I know those bathrooms are always really aggressive when you go into Disneyland bathrooms because everyone's pissed.
Yeah.
And then like, I don't know. I feel like there's always like a weird energy in a Disneyland bathroom because they're always too small.
Yes.
And then like, yeah.
And everybody's trying to either really get in there fast or get out of there fast.
Yeah. And then, yeah, I get what you're saying.
No
you don't want
good.
to be, you don't want to be shitting.
Hell
like
no.
when you're trying to like leisure, even like on a leisure day, you don't want to be stuck in there.
You know what though? I'm thinking about it. That might actually be a good episode, is to do a Disneyland or a theme park bathroom episode.
Oh,
where you
about all
just
the
talk about-
bathrooms?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's actually a great one.
'Cause
Yeah.
there's a hidden one. Well, it's not so hidden, but there is a hidden one at Disneyland. That's amazing.
Willie, where?
I don't even want to talk about it. We'll save it for another episode.
Okay, yeah, that's great. So,
Yeah.
okay, so foods. All right, there's plenty of theme parks in the world, and they all have their specialty foods.
Sure.
And the big ones, the big dogs, they have a lot of. I mean, Disney World alone, has like thousands of food options.
Yeah, they do.
And like
Even at every hotel.
Yeah, every hotel has its own. Like, oh, you can eat at the. The Polynesian, they've got every little place has something.
And I've done that too. There's an all-you-can-eat restaurant at the Polynesian. It's fucking awesome.
Oh, really?
It's like a Brazilian barbecue type situation.
Oh, dope.
It's great. Love that
Do
place.
people get Brazilian blowouts when they're in
They
there?
do.
Is that Pauly D's hair? Brazilian blowout?
I don't
Or is that the pube shaving?
No. Well, there's a Brazilian
waxing.
wax.
Waxing, I mean.
But
yeah.
the Brazilian blowout it's to tame frizzy hair, and you blow dry in and you flat iron in a product that kind of, I think it kind of chemically alters your hair. They say, oh, it's not chemical, it's chemical free. Bullshit. There's fucking plenty. It's all chemicals. But anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking is that I've compiled a list. I prepared for this episode for hours and hours and hours.
Wow, dude. Well, I'm honored.
ready.
I'm honored, Roscoe.
But the more I thought about it, you know what? Me and you, specifically,
Yeah.
we're really familiar with Disneyland.
Yes, for
And
sure.
The theme park foods can go on because even places like Busch Gardens and Legoland, who nobody wants to go to those places, by the way, fucking SeaWorld, they all have their specific food options. And Fair Foods, too. You know, there's a lot of
Deep
different...
fried. Yeah, Oreos, deep
Fuck
fried.
all that shit, man.
Yeah.
Let's focus on what we know.
Yeah,
and we
yeah.
know Disneyland.
Yeah. And Knott's, but, you know.
Well,
yeah.
okay, so Knott's Berry Farm is stuck in 1967, and everything's boysenberry.
Yeah.
You know, so, and then there's also Mrs. Knott's, chicken restaurant.
I feel like sometimes the good thing about Knott's, though, is that because it's stuck in that time. Like it was a very, it's like a grandma made the food, so it's delicious, like home cooking. But this is a little tangent. But yeah, like Miss Knott, it feels like it was made with like an old racist lady,
Right.
And there's something
Your
about
old racist grandma.
Yeah, there's something about like when it's made with a little hate, it's done. It tastes so well. It tastes so good. It's crazy, but I get what you're saying. Disneyland is like, that's the primary thing I'm thinking of when I think of theme park foods because of the variety, really, is what it is.
Yeah, and also I feel like a lot of it, the majority of it is super overrated. Some of it I haven't tried yet. Like I haven't tried anything from Star Wars Land.
Oh, really?
No, I haven't been there yet.
Oh, well, I have. So, yeah, there's so much we can delve into today.
Yeah.
And, the thing with Disneyland is, like you said, there's some places that might be atmosphere over quality of food.
Yeah.
Or
Goofy's
it's a
Kitchen.
little bit of both. Yeah, Goofy's Kitchen. I mean, the majority of Disneyland food is primarily like
dog shit.
Yeah, but there is exceptions, especially when you're hungry. But like there is some exceptions where it's good.
Absolutely.
And
weird little hidden gems.
Yeah,
and then there was
yeah.
stuff that they got rid of.
Yeah, no, for sure. Remember they used to have McDonald's at Disneyland?
I do. I remember
at California Adventure.
Yeah, well, and also at Disneyland too. They had the Westward Ho Fry Truck
Yeah.
over by Big Thunder Mountain,
Yeah, it was McDonald's French
Yep.
fries you can eat at Disneyland.
which was awesome.
It was so cool. Yeah, I don't know. I think they had a deal with McDonald's for a minute.
and then they fucking no.
Yeah,
Didn't
but
anymore.
California Adventure had a McDonald's. It was like the closest.
Inside.
Yeah, it was the
Yeah.
closest thing to McDonald's restaurant inside. But it was like called something else, but had the McDonald's logo.
Yes.
Because Disney, like, they were very adamant about, like, I mean, they had a lot of sponsors on rides.
Right.
And they weren't, like, trying to hide that, but, like, they're adamant about trying to keep things in, like, their fantasy world. But, like, it would be masked a little bit if it was, like, some other, if
Right.
it was, like, Starbucks. It's not called
Market House, I think.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
called.
There's some other name, but then there's the Starbucks logo, so you know
Totally.
that that's what's there.
Yeah.
And McDonald's, when it was at California Adventure, was like that. It was called like
I can't remember what it's called.
yeah, Bonzo Burger or something, and they had like the fries and burgers, and that
Yes,
was it. It
that
wasn't
was
like
it.
they had a full menu.
Yeah, it was like Disneyland. It was like California Adventureland .1, I think it was, or 1.1, like that iteration of DCA.
It was so early on
Yeah,
when
it
they had
was.
that. Yeah, they were and at the time, I feel like the food and the park, it just wasn't quite there. Like now,
No,
there's
not at
plenty
all.
of places you can eat at California Adventure.
Yeah, and also Disneyland too. They've done a better job with
Yeah.
having some better options and also kind of upgrading
Yeah.
some of the options at certain places. Like I feel like in the last maybe 5-6 years, well, over the last 5 years, like the Blue Bayou, for instance, has really done a good job of upping
Yeah.
the quality of their food. And some of that had to do with the fact that Club 33 got their own kitchen because originally they were sharing the
Shared,
kitchen,
right? Yeah.
which made for a fucking clusterfuck.
Yeah.
But now I think that because they're allowed to do that, it's got better. I think the food's gotten better. Certain things are just kind of whatever, but like the Carnation Cafe is another place that's gotten better. But you know what? We're gonna get to those places. Why don't we stick with the let's get the staples out of the way first.
Yeah.
And I want to hear your thoughts on the first one, the Dole Whip.
Yeah, the Dole Whip, man. The Dole Whip is amazing. I remember I went with a girlfriend in 15 years ago, and she would go on about the Dole Whip, and I was like, what is that? And that was right when I started finally getting a pass to Disneyland. It was like 2004, 2005, and I went with a girl, and she kept talking about the Dole Whip, and I'm like, what is that? And then I was like, oh, the pineapple ice cream, Dole, duh. But yeah, I had it a couple times as a kid. And there's something just so special about that, like just being right by the tiki room, and that line was always long, is
Oh, yeah.
always long,
Well,
especially now.
On the outside, on the inside,
Yeah, the inside
is
which,
not.
Yeah, which is hilarious. So anyone that goes to Disneyland, I mean, we're gonna pretend that the world is normal, but like when Disneyland is open,
Yeah.
go to. Everyone gets stuck in that line.
Yeah.
I mean, they might change it now post.
We'll see. I doubt it.
Yeah, I don't know. But like there's another way to get it, which is inside the
The tiki
waiting
room,
area
yeah.
of the tiki room. You just literally walk up.
Well,
and
when
there's
it's
some-
what's nice too is that I mean
did.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think that the Dole Whip is dog shit. And
Oh, you don't like it?
I'm not a fan at all because of what you said. You said pineapple ice cream. It's actually not ice cream. It's non-dairy, and it's like weird frozen fluff. I don't quite like it because of the fact that it was sold to me as pineapple ice cream, and I'm like, oh, cool, that sounds interesting and good, and you can only get it in a couple places on planet Earth.
Yeah.
Awesome. And it's just not, it wasn't that. But anyway, yeah, what I do enjoy is getting a sweet treat,
Yeah.
such as a Dole Whip, or if you go over to where the old Carnation Plaza is, now I can't remember the name of it, but it's where they have the little shows on the outside, in the Princess Fantasy. I think it's the Princess Fantasy Fair building. There's a little truck over there, and they have like frozen apple with little squirts of boysenberry at the bottom of it. I'll just go over and grab one of those things and head back over to the Tiki Room. Everybody else can have Dole Whips and watch the Tiki Room show.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I never thought about getting...
It's kind of nice just to be able to go in there and sit and enjoy your frozen treat inside of the Tiki Room.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that, dude. I think like treats and shows go together. Like I could sit through anything with some popcorn.
Gay porn.
Yeah, gay porn.
Yeah.
I could... Oh, dude. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't need any candy for gay porn. No, it's just always on. No, I love gay porn. No, I love... churros. No, there's a lot to choose from. I think like, the most recent favorite sort of thing at Disney parks is that it's in Fantasyland, and it used to be the Pinocchio restaurant.
Okay,
but now it's the Bell's Tavern.
Oh,
it's all
right.
Beauty and the Beast themed.
Oh yeah, and they have the fucking gray stuff or whatever.
Yeah, there's the gray stuff. It's delicious. Yeah,
Yes.
whatever. Yeah, they have that, and it's not delicious. It's
Right.
kind of funky, but they have the gray stuff. But they have poutine.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, and it's so good, and it's so filling. It's one of those rare things at Disney parks that's like filling enough, and it's just the right price where it's not like extremely going to gouge you. Because that's
Right.
the issue with theme parks is finding something that's good and somewhat filling,
Right.
and not extremely expensive.
Yeah.
which is very hard to find. But the poutine I love. I get it constantly when I go over there. So that's really good.
And it's hard to get poutine in the States as well.
Yeah, it's
I
kind
don't-
of a rare.
I never
it's-
see it ever.
Yeah, maybe if you're in like Wisconsin or something, maybe.
Well, yeah, maybe some of the northern states, but I mean, we live in the state with the largest amount of Canadians other than Canada in it, and we can't
yeah,
get
there's no
poutine.
poutine. I mean, yeah, I mean, we're two wild and crazy guys, and we can't find any.
I can't think of a single place.
Yeah,
that has it.
poontang. I mean, you could probably get, but you know, what I'm saying you can eat gravy out of someone's snatch. But yeah, I don't know. I like that they have something unique like that at a Disney park. But
when we're talking about budget like things like that, like something that's filling enough, but it's also like in budget, not quite filling enough, but if you want a quick snack that's delicious, I love the Bengal barbecue.
Oh, dude, that's one of my favorites. The line can be kind of a challenge sometimes, but it's so good.
It's
in Adventureland, right next to Indiana Jones and the Temple of Poon.
Yeah.
Yeah. But they have Bengal barbecue, and you can get beef on it, kebab, or
You can get kebabs. You can get, what I always like to do is I get the bacon wrapped asparagus.
Oh,
It's kind of like my
snap.
favorite fucking thing ever.
So good, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that place. That's a good snack. California Adventure, the Cone Motel.
Oh yeah, well, they have those little stands.
Yeah, the stands. So they all offer something different. One
Right.
has like Doc's, like elixir or whatever. It's like a slushy drink, and then one is
Always popcorn. It's different flavors of popcorn.
yeah
too.
popcorn. They have some gnarly, weird,
And then they have an ice cream one too.
They have an ice cream one. I never go to that,
I
but
fucking love it.
the one that I really enjoy is the mac and cheese and bacon cone.
Oh sure.
It's so
yeah, those
good,
cones.
dude. Yes.
Yeah, and they have like the chili cone and stuff.
Yeah, chili cone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Those always look really good.
they are really good. Yeah, that's one of my favorite snacks there, and it's filling enough. Yeah, that's one too.
Speaking of, so we're coming up into the holiday season, especially Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And one thing I wanted to talk about or touch on is turkey legs. What do you think about the turkey legs at Disneyland?
I think they're made. It's like you've seen that movie Hostel.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's former employees, you know, that like that maybe someone that double crossed, you know, a Disney supervisor, and you know they end up wasting them, and then they use their meat for the turkey. It tastes
much,
like,
man.
yeah, it tastes like some strange, like maybe like a, you know, like a wild boar that was murdered. It feels like it was pieced together by like zombie meat. I don't know.
It's fucking nasty. I hate those things.
Yeah, because people love them, and I finally had it the last time I was there, and I'm like, I don't know, dude. This is like rubber. Like, it's not.
There's nothing to me. There's nothing appetizing about that at all.
No.
Whether it be the smell, the taste, the fucking look.
Yeah, because sometimes things could look and smell good.
Oh yeah, and
then be
Disneyland is
bogus.
fucking famous for having the look of something that would be delicious, and it just does not hit at all.
Yeah.
A lot of their fucking desserts, like if you look at all their cupcakes and shit,
Yes, they look amazing.
they look awesome, and they're not good.
And they're very sterile. It's like hospital food.
Oh
like,
yeah, it really is.
It depends. Like, you know, like in Pooh's Corner or whatever that.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, the chocolate stuff is delicious. Like
all
you have
the dip
marshmallow
stuff.
chocolate
Right,
dipped
right.
with like caramel. That shit is fucking good. And we're lucky that other places have kind of infiltrated Disneyland, or they've finally been like, all right, let's get some outside. But Ghirardelli,
Right. Oh, that place is
dude,
awesome. At DCA?
yes, in California Adventure DCA, they've got a Ghirardelli store, and they they even have an earthquake that they reenact on the the famous San Francisco earthquake.
On the wall. It's fucking great.
Yeah, and Ghirardelli, is from San Francisco,
and it really is a Ghirardelli store in every
legit
aspect.
Yeah, it's Ghirardelli, and this is kind of playing the old California Adventure theme, where it was that was kind of more Northern California, that area.
Yeah, because it's all based. That whole area is based on
like redwoods.
Well,
and
actually, that space right there is all based on Monterey Bay in the town of Monterey.
Oh, okay.
Like they call it Cannery Row.
Okay, yeah.
What's funny though is that I feel like the DCA version of Cannery Row is a lot cooler than the actual Cannery Row, because it's like on Cannery Row up in Monterey, there's like assholes trying to like show you like, hey, look at our fucking food and come in for. They're like hustling you on the street to get you in. They're barking at you, whereas DCA they're not going to do that.
No. Yeah, but
that Ghirardelli store is fucking great.
Yeah, it's so good, and it's like they always have samples, and I'm seriously convinced that Ghirardelli can make anything taste good. It could be like, chocolate covered turd.
Dog shit, yeah.
Dog shit.
San Francisco, it's a staple.
Oh, is it?
Absolutely.
Dog shit or no?
Human shit, actually. San Francisco.
It's I could see that, and it'd be like, arm and a leg.
Upper hate dog shit or human shit covered in Ghirardelli chocolate.
Yeah, I could see that completely.
Straight up.
The stinking rose, the stinky dog shit. No, there's so many snacks and stuff.
Yeah, what do you think about the mint julep?
Oh, dude,
That's
mint
another
julep,
weird little staple.
Yeah, mint julep is another thing that I could do without. I've had it, but like mint drink, like okay, I like mint ice cream.
Sure.
I like mints, but mint
Sprite.
Mint Sprite, mint
with
drink.
a cherry.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I can't do it. I've had it, and my like buddy hooked it up too. He's like, oh, you can get a mint julep refill or something, and
thanks.
Yeah, it's just. I don't know. It doesn't do it for me.
Fuck no, dude.
They're
okay. I mean, I don't know. They're okay, but I'm definitely not going to go out of my way and be like, oh, let's go get a mint julep.
Yeah. And I don't know you had to blow anybody to get them. I think you could just use currency. No, when you what about the God, what's another snack? I'm trying to remember. The fritters. I know you're not a big fan of fried dough or fried bread, but you know what the fritters are?
Yeah.
Those are famous, sort of, in New Orleans Square.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't fuck with those either.
Yeah, but that's so okay.
I feel like it's another one that just looks better than it actually tastes.
You think so?
I think so, man.
I don't know, man. I like them. They're like they used to be, when I was a kid, amazing from what I remember. I don't know if it was like Little Caesars, where Little Caesars used to be like the shit in the 90s.
Right.
And then it dipped.
Still is the shit, by the way.
Dude, actually, I do think that they've done, like, the last couple of years, like, the Extra Most Bestest or whatever is, like, it's pretty up to par for what you're paying.
I don't know, man. I just got a thing for So my family's from being Detroit. I'm a big Red Wings fan, and the owner of Little Caesars owns the Red Wings, and he also owns the Tigers. And so I got a lot of respect for the whole fucking family. I haven't eaten Little Caesars in years, so I really no, but I do love the family. You know, so they're fucking awesome.
Well, I heard that dude was really cool. Like
he was dope.
He did stuff for like a lot of people. Like he was like a good-hearted man, which is very rare. Like, well, usually a lot of people that start businesses. I mean, even Walt Disney. You could say what you want. You know, he might have, been a part of a lot of things that people might not have agreed with. I have no idea. Who knows? But it seems like he worked for his like dream, his empire, and he wanted things to be affordable for families.
Right.
Like if you hear about him talk about it, and that's the thing that sucks is a lot of the children of these big corporations and conglomerates, like they don't have the same drive or like relationship to human beings and hard work that the people that pave the way for it does.
Yeah.
And that's the unfortunate thing, because I wonder what food was like before Disney died at Disneyland. I wonder how much that was, you know?
Oh, I'm sure it was a lot cheaper.
Yeah, well, obviously with inflation, because that was like 50 years ago.
But even still, I would think that there was probably more options. And, you know, a lot of the vendors at Disneyland, when it first started, they were outside vendors.
Yeah.
Like the guy that sold popcorn. I don't know if you ever heard that story.
No.
There was a popcorn vendor, and apparently, like, he made so much money selling popcorn at Disneyland. I can't remember the exact story, but I guess they found out how much money he was actually making, and because his margins were so high. I don't know what it all was about, but anyway, apparently the guy made fucking boatloads of money, and they only found out after they got rid of all the outside vendors and realized how big their margins were on popcorn.
Holy shit.
Yeah. But I guess, like, I mean, you think about it, if you have outside vendors that are selling food at Disneyland, that kind of creates a little competition, which will kind of keep prices in line, you know?
Yeah.
And that's why Disneyland wants to keep you on property, and they want to keep you outside, like inside the park, and is because they don't want you to think about what you're spending.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, the Doritos were founded at a Mexican restaurant in Disneyland.
I heard there was a bag that was like excavated from underneath one of the restaurants, and they found I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Yes, there was
they found it at I think it was it Frito? It wasn't Fritos. It was
it was Frito-Lay.
The Frito Bandito or something.
Yeah, no, Frito-Lay had a restaurant.
Yeah,
and then.
Now it's Rancho del Zocalo, I believe.
Oh wow, that's
so it's
crazy.
Still there,
dude. To think that Doritos were founded there.
Yeah,
like so, it was a guy that worked. It was like the restaurant manager or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Someone busboy. I don't know. Yeah, that guy
shook it up.
Yeah, he sprayed diarrhea onto the chips. He actually. He would shove like churros in his ass.
Yeah,
and then he shat blood onto the chips. And a little Disney magic, a little sprinkle from Tinkerbell.
Boom.
And there you go, Doritos.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Nacho
I guess,
cheese.
Yeah. So
sounds delicious, dude.
Yeah. They actually, before he died, they made sure to that he emptied his bowels like all onto the chips. So like, there's a little bit of him and all of us.
Oh yeah. Oh god, dude. There's so many. There's actually I remember when I first started going to Disneyland all the time, there was a lot of restaurants that just sucked, and I feel like now. I mean, I'm gonna be I'll be surprised what happens when after this COVID shit ends, because there's gonna be a lot of stuff that's gonna be gone, and a lot of things that we took for granted that they're not gonna be there anymore. Like in the Smoke Jumpers Cafe at DCA.
I know
there was a whole section where it was like all the condiments for your burgers, and it was like lettuce, tomatoes, onions. They had like ranch and all these like other shit. And I guess if you were a vegan, you could essentially eat for free using that fucking bar, that condiment bar. You know? Oh yeah, there was a bunch of pickles and stuff. And it was great because every time I would go in there, I would just load up on a shitload of pickles and all kinds of fun stuff. And that shit's gonna be gone now.
I can't get over the creation of the Doritos.
No, it's great, dude. Pixie dust, diarrhea, blood. It's good. And it's all in us.
Oh fuck. Okay. So yeah, good old John Dorito.
He was a good guy.
Yeah. Okay. He's very inventive.
The whiskey shit.
Yeah, it was really
a lot of. Oh yeah, and like maybe some. He was like out with Walt one night, really late, smoking hella Chesterfields, whiskey shits.
Yeah, dude. He had the squirts and oh man, changed the world.
Yeah,
it's making me choke up, dude. Man, it's just so beautiful the way that they make this magic, you know, and the treats. But yeah, so you're saying the flats, the Condor flats.
Oh yeah,
dude, they had like I didn't know about how good those sandwiches were. Fuck, what did I have there? There was something that I never had at Disney that was so bomb. God damn it, I want to. Oh fuck, let me see if someone remember. But yeah, there's. What are some other joints, while I look this up, that you could think of at the top of your head? Some of those, delicious Disney staples. Yeah.
Well, I mean, depending on what you're into, I know so many people love the corn dog castle at DCA, and there's also the corn dog cart at Disneyland. People seem to gravitate towards that shit. I'm good, man. It just sucks, man. Every time I eat that fucking fried food, it fucks me up. A lot of the food at Disneyland fucks me up. I had a fucking issue at the Plaza Inn, which is on the if you're walking down Main Street, it's on the right-hand side of Main Street as you're walking towards the castle, toward like right between. It's at the end of Main Street, right next to Tomorrowland, and I got some fucking some kind of beef stew or something one night, and after I ate dinner, I waited for the fireworks to start, and it was the Christmas show, dude. I was so fucked up. I had the worst farts I've ever had in my entire life, and they were so rank. And I was standing there for hours waiting for the fucking fireworks to start. And the poor people around me were like, everybody was like looking around like, who is this asshole who's just ripping these horrendous farts? And so I had to pretend that it wasn't me. I felt like such a dick, but dude.
Did it clear like the? Did you have a good? Did you have a good
6 feet?
Yeah, I mean,
no, dude, no. Nobody for the fireworks. Nobody's gonna give up their spot.
No,
They're just gonna keep it, man.
Yeah.
They're just gonna deal with the shit ass.
Oh, mommy, it smells so bad.
Dude,
just take it, son. Take it.
All the little kids that are ass level, just like just eating shit.
Yeah.
Oh god,
son, just suck it up now. No, I can't.
I've gotten sick a few times at Disneyland with the food.
Oh yeah, yeah, dude. Well, okay, so I know you're not a big fan of bread, and I keep bringing up stuff that you probably won't like, but there's the clam chowder bread bowls.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Dude, so the Bodine bread bowls are pretty bomb.
Yeah, oh, yeah, right. And there's always... That whole area at Cannery Row is pretty awesome. They have, like, the little Chinese area, too, and then there's the Mexican joint across the way.
Oh, yeah, they have I like that spot.
Yeah.
It's, like, really pretty to sit there.
It is.
And man, there's a
they'll have like an all-female mariachi band play there sometimes.
Yeah, well,
that's awesome.
I think they replaced them with like Coco people. They have like Coco. Yeah, but fuck, what's that? The place I'm thinking of. There's another spot in the California Adventure. God, there's so many. Oh well, so now they have like Epcot's Food and Wine Festival is now at California Adventure. So now you could get like more like fancy, like
I guess
bougie stuff.
Well,
like,
yeah, but it's all expensive, and I heard the portions are kind of fucking weak.
Yeah, it's like French people food, like the way, like yeah. So they have some good stuff though. Have you done the Food and Wine in Epcot before?
No, I never have.
Oh man, dude. Speaking of food, I mean, Disney World. I mean, that's like its own special, I think. But
yeah.
It's a bummer because I know of the places that I like at Disneyland. When I was there, it was hard for me to determine, like, oh, what is good at Magic Kingdom? I don't know, but we'll save that for another one.
Well, I mean, fuck, there's two places I'd like to just
which ones?
Or not so much a Magic Kingdom. I feel like the Magic Kingdom food kind of sucks.
Yeah.
Other than the Beauty and the Beast restaurant.
Yeah, Be Our Guest.
Be Our Guest, yeah. That place is pretty cool. But there's two restaurants at Hollywood Studios. The Sci-Fi Diner.
Yes.
That place is great.
Dude, so good.
And then there's also the 50s Primetime Cafe.
Primetime Cafe.
That place is awesome.
Yeah, and it's got like that home cooked, like you get fried chicken dinner.
It's awesome.
And yeah, but it's that's a place where the atmosphere and the food I feel like are combined because
oh yeah,
you're having a long day at the amusement park. You just want to like it feels good because it feels like you kind of got to go home for a minute.
Yeah, it's a show too.
And it's a show.
Yeah, it's great.
They do like 50. I mean, I live in the 50s apparently, but no, they have these people that they get into the act and they're like, oh, don't put your arms on the table, you little Jew boy.
Finish your peas. Exactly. Yeah.
No.
They call
they
you
get
a Jew boy
racist.
in there.
Yeah, it's like Dickies, but they get to get racist.
Yeah, it's great.
I don't know. Dick's. What's that restaurant?
Dick's
Last Resort. Yeah, they're like, hey, it's Fatty's birthday today. Let's give Fatty some more cake. Do you think they've ever like crossed the line at Dick's? Like some guy just went into it. Like maybe there's a girl in a wheelchair and he like cut the brakes.
Dude.
You know, like just something just like went a little too far.
Why not? You know?
Yeah, I guess
you kind of it's part of the course. Is anything crossing the line at Dick's? It's like going to kill Tony and being offended. You know?
Yeah, that's true. You know what you're getting into.
Yeah, you better know what you're getting into.
Well, I thought it'd be funny to take my uncle. He's like a very staunch Mormon to
oh my god,
and he's very particular about like service. Like, dude, if he doesn't have his like drink filled up, like if he runs out of it, he throws a shit fit. So I thought it'd be funny to take him there, like, and not tell him the shtick.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, dude,
he's so good.
There's probably a lot of people that do that. They have to. Like trap.
Why not?
Yeah,
Fuck,
yeah,
it's great.
Yeah,
just to see the reaction.
Yeah, like, oh my god.
I had a weird reaction at the 50s Primetime Cafe.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So what they do is they sit you into these groups of, like, each section of the restaurant is 4 tables. And what they do is they introduce you to all the other tables into these sections of 4. So they'll say, "Oh, these are the Smiths and they're from Baltimore." And so I said to the Smiths, I was like, "Oh, cool, Baltimore." And I said, "John Waters is one of my favorite directors."
Yeah.
And the fucking looks that I got from these people, like literally, like they looked at me like I basically fucking took a shit on the middle of their table, and they all fucking turned and didn't say a fucking word to me the rest of the little thing. And I was like, wow, because they're all Disney people.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Wow, what? That's so weird. But John Waters, if you think about it, Divine, Ursula is like based off Divine.
Yeah.
Who's in all the John Waters
Don't
movies.
tell that to fucking Disney fans.
Wait, so they were Disney fans from Baltimore, and they didn't appreciate you referencing.
Fuck no, man. They're going
John Waters.
No, not at all. Can you imagine you're like some like Bible thumping Disney fan going to Walt Disney World?
That's true.
And you get introduced to the people next to you, and they're like, "Oh yeah, John Waters, love the guy." You know?
Yeah.
No, it did not fly at all. So it made for kind of an awkward encounter
because you're sitting with other people.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, sometimes
there obviously is some space, but not much.
Yeah,
but it was a weird encounter. But
yeah,
back to Disneyland.
Yeah.
Because Walt Disney World, they give you like if you stay there for a long time, they'll give you there's like these food passes that you can kind of combine things and change things and do all kinds of stuff, which is cool. But it's its own fucking ball of wax.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
we still haven't even
Disneyland-
talked about Trader Sam's.
Yeah, Trader Sam's. They have the it's based on the character from Jungle Cruise, and it's a very accurate depiction of people and Aborigines and
totally.
Yeah. Sell
dead on.
Yeah. It's pretty great.
It's a great tiki bar.
Yeah, it is, and it have rad like collectibles. They'll have like a Hatbox Ghost tiki drink or like whatever special things, and it's
everybody
a fun,
stood. You remember when everybody was buying those Hatbox Ghost tiki mugs?
Yes,
and there was lines around the fucking corner.
It was nuts. Yeah.
And if you look online and you want to get one, I mean, you can buy them dirt cheap now.
Was like $5.
There was so many of those things that like no one. It's all the stuff that nobody wanted is the stuff that's like cheap, or that's expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Like I remember, I went there with a couple buddies of mine one day, and I asked them. I said, "Hey, do you guys have anything in the back that was just overstock or whatever?" And the guy was like, "Yeah, man, we do." And I was like, "Cool, what do you got?" And he's like, "Oh, we got these Jack Skellington pumpkin head mugs, and I think with your pass holder discount, they're like $9 a piece." I bought 2 because I'm like, "Oh, this would be great. Like, I can put one as like a Halloween decoration, and then I could put like fucking pens and pencils in the other one. Cool, right on, whatever." I sold both of them for over $200 a piece, like 2 years later.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
dude.
because nobody fucking wanted them.
That's crazy.
And then there was like this new tiki mug fucking thing. But yeah, man, if you're ever, I mean, now it sucks that everything's closed down, but it's all the shit that nobody wants is the stuff that's collectible. And they're cool about what, like, they have all these limited edition things. And I bought a Disneyland 65th, I think it was the 65th anniversary tiki mug. and I bought one of the last rounds of them, and by the time I got the last round came out, it was so fucked up from the mold. It was just jacked up, and the colors were all off and stuff. It was pretty cool. It was interesting to see how beat up this brand new mug I got was.
That's amazing. That's so fun. Yeah, dude, there literally is so much we could talk about with Disney food. And I think we hit a lot of points, but downtown Disney at Disneyland, there's a few spots that are pretty killer and kind of staples of Disneyland experience. But, you have some of the chain restaurants that are now closed. Like you had Rainforest Cafe.
Right.
Which was I think fitting for Disney.
Yeah, it was.
And then, Animal Kingdom and Disney World has one. And they closed that and Earl of Sandwich and the AMC theaters because they thought there was going to be the Star Wars Hotel.
Yeah.
But then I guess Star Wars Hotel was going to break the height requirements or whatever.
I have no idea what happened with that.
Honestly, I think what it was is we blew a bunch of money on the Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
And who knows how long fucking kids and people are going to be into this. So they kind of knew how shaky that was, probably.
I think it was going to... I don't even think it was going to be a Star Wars hotel at Disneyland. I think it was going to be like a 5-star, super expensive hotel.
Yeah, well, okay, good luck with that
That
now.
was going to have its separate... It was going to have its own entrance, I think, or something.
Well, they're trying to get rid of locals.
Yeah, they are.
Which is so fucked up.
Makes sense.
I mean, I get it because, it's a business.
Think about it. The locals don't buy shit. They don't buy as much merch as the normal fuckface and dickhole.
Yeah.
They don't spend the money. They come in in the afternoon, watch the fireworks, just maybe have dessert or something or a cup of coffee, and they fucking dip.
Yeah,
So,
I get what you're saying. Yeah, they want people to,
that's why they call it Disneyland Resort. Is because they really want it to be a resort.
Yeah, I get you. You know what spot I do I forget about is the other jazz kitchen.
Ralph Brennan's Jazz Kitchen.
Yeah,
I was there when they had an earthquake once.
Really?
It was great, and I thought it was hilarious because it wasn't that bad of an earthquake.
Yeah.
And I started, oh my God, this is so fucking shitty. So I started screaming earthquake because I just thought it was funny. It's obviously there's an earthquake going on. So I just was like, earthquake, earthquake. Just being a total fucking ham. And
I love that.
This guy looked at me in complete terror and got out of his chair and started running. And I'm like, oh shit, I better stop. Oh my God, that was so bad.
Yeah, wow. So wow, that's amazing, man. You got to add to the atmosphere of Disneyland with some shows, You got to
Yeah, totally.
But they have suites and stuff. They've got another there's going to be something that we forgot that someone's going to be like, how did you forget the, Oreo McGillicuddies? But
you know what? There's one thing that I really do miss at Disneyland. I don't know if they have them. I don't think they have them anymore. There was this little restaurant called the Harbor Galley that was across. It was in between Haunted Mansion and Splash Mountain, and it was tucked away. And it was this little restaurant. And they had, I want to say they had bread bowls. And they had shrimp sandwiches and shit.
Really?
But they used to have baked potatoes.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, they're these $7 baked potatoes, and there was a broccoli cheddar one. There was some kind of bacon fucking overload one, and there was a chicken. I don't fucking remember. It was a chicken fucking stew one or some shit. But their baked potatoes were awesome. And that was one of those cool, cheap food options that was tucked away that really nobody knew about. I love that place.
Yeah, because I don't see baked potatoes at all.
No, it was I think it was primarily baked potatoes. But that was always my go-to spot for lunch every time I was at Disneyland because it was reasonably priced and delicious. It's a baked potato with a bunch of shit on it. It really fills you up.
Yeah, wow, man. Well, dude, there's so much. I mean, we're going to have another special on, Disney World food.
Yeah.
Because there's just too much, man. I mean, I think we hit a lot of, important topics, spots, and I think we'll remember this forever. But, guys, whenever you're at Disneyland, you got to check out some of these spots. I mean, we'll see what happens, what the world is like when Disneyland finally opens. I mean, who knows? Maybe when this episode comes out, it'll be open. Who knows? But It'll always be open in our hearts.
There you go.
You know, and remember to, you know, whenever you have a Dorito, just
think of all the diarrhea that was sprayed all over that and blood. Yo, before we fucking end this thing,
what's up?
You got to tell me, what's your favorite restaurant in Disneyland proper? No matter if it's downtown, DCA, Disneyland. What's your favorite?
Damn, dude.
There's got to be one.
There can only be one.
It doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be the food. It can be the atmosphere.
You know, okay. What's the one right next to? What's the place where you can get like chicken dinner and like
Plaza
steak?
Inn.
Plaza Inn.
Yep.
Plaza Inn. You can see the castle.
Mhm.
You're like right next to Tomorrowland.
Yep.
I like that one. You know what I used to like was the spaghetti at Pizza Port now.
Okay.
Fuck. I always liked that. But I don't know, man. I think the clam chowder bread bowls probably take the cake. Like the one in New Orleans Square where there's nowhere to fucking sit.
So you got a couple.
Yeah, but I'd say Plaza Inn, though, as a restaurant is probably the best because it's like there's characters.
Yeah, there is.
You can see the castle. It's kind of like the quintessential like spot.
Yeah.
If you're going to eat there. So I'd say that. Yeah.
I'm going to say there's two that are my favorite.
Yeah.
Kind of similar to each other. So if you ask for a water seat at the Blue Bayou, I would say that's probably my favorite.
Oh, fuck.
Overall.
Blue Bayou is so rad.
Yeah. And if you ask for a water seat, it's great because you're right on the water, and that's fantantastic.
Yeah.
It's like a great atmosphere. You're in fucking
Blue
Pirates
Bayou
of
is
the
amazing.
Caribbean.
Yeah. So Blue Bayou is so good, but
the steak and lobster, I love it. It's my probably my favorite. That's like my favorite like dining experience at Disneyland. Which, man, that sounds so cool right now. I really wish we could go back.
I know, man. I've been to Downtown Disney during all this, and it's weird. It's like you're so close. You know, it's interesting. But
I'd say for my favorite food at Disneyland, I would say it's either Carthay Circle or Steakhouse 55.
Wait, Steakhouse 55. What's that again?
So the Steakhouse 55 is at the Disneyland Hotel, and it's next to Goofy's Chicken. Goofy's Chicken. Goofy's Kitchen. It's kind of tucked away back there, but Steakhouse 55 is great. But I do like the food at Carthay Circle just as much. Napa Rose is one of those other higher end restaurants at Disneyland.
Yeah.
Not crazy about the Napa Rose.
What about the Napoli or whatever?
That place is okay. The Italian restaurant?
Yeah, I heard that's
fine.
like the same food as Epcot's Italy.
I mean,
like the pizza.
Probably.
Yeah. The guy told me, he's like, we train them when they come here, and then and then he,
he was actually a Mexican guy. He just talked that way.
Yeah. My name is Arturo Ramirez. No, but there's a lot of stuff, man. I mean, there's eons of snacks of past and present and future at Disneyland that'll be talked about for the ages. And I think we've gotten to talk about a lot of them. Blue Bayou's great. Steakhouse 55. There's a lot of great places to stop by when you're there. And, I don't know, man. It's going to be a crazy time when things reopen. It's going to be interesting.
No more condiment bar.
Yeah, God I know.
Damn it.
Fucking A, dude.
No more free salads.
Yeah, or Tabasco for the... I'm going to just bring stuff, man. I don't know. We'll see. But, dude, it's been fun, man. Where can people follow you, Roscoe?
If you look up Roscoe Soul Train anywhere, you'll find me. It's spelled ROSSCOSOLETRAIN. And, just look it up. You'll find... Right now, I've been focusing a lot of energy on YouTube and trying to get back into that whole world of shit.
Yeah.
But it's been fun. So I've been doing a lot of that. I've been selling a lot of shit on eBay and a lot of Disney shit. I sold that Jungle Cruise t-shirt we were talking about earlier from the movie.
Really?
For $50.
That's so crazy, man. Yeah. It's
I
like this shirt got COVID.
Dude, straight up, man.
The Rock, it was probably way before that, but yeah.
I think so, yeah. It's like 20. It says 2018 on there.
Yeah,
it's
fuck,
kind
man.
of, I'm thinking now that I might have undercut myself a little bit on that fucker. Because I got $50 for it.
That's
whatever.
Good, dude.
I mean, fuck, dude. Are you kidding me? I spent $3 on that shirt. Somebody bought it for $50, and I'm talking about undercutting myself.
No, you're good, man. Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, it was like, that shirt's awesome. So
it is. That's cool. And this has been so fun. Yeah, I can't wait to do another one of these. And guys, look up recipes online. You can find some recipes for
Dole
some
Whip.
Disney. Yeah, Dole Whip if you want it. If you want,
you can put the Doritos.
Just eat a lot of.
I'll help you.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
You can buy a bag of my diarrhea, the blood diarrhea, on my eBay page if you want.
Yeah, well, check it out. Well, yeah, man, this is good. Guys, hope you have a safe and lovely Turkey Day or whatever you celebrate. Stay safe out there. We're going to end you off with a little sneak peek at next week's episode with Jackson Banks. Enjoy.
Please let us serve you, Dorothy. Your luxury is our pleasure. Right?
Yeah,
Is that what it was?
I think so. Yeah, I think it was all like indentured servant munchkins.
And Dorothy was like, you do as I say. You do as I tell you.
Yeah, then the KKK come in and save the day in all of Oz.
Of course, yeah. Birth of a Nation too. Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. I love that's so fucked. That was like the first blockbuster, I think, was Birth of a Nation. And if you find old reviews of it, it has nothing. None of them are like, this is upsetting that this is about this, hate group.
Yeah.
It's all like, wow, what a cinematic achievement. These, what heroes in this motion picture.
Especially when it's about chasing down Lincoln. It's the first historical revisionist.
Man. Yeah, that's crazy. This was the first history revisionist film. I didn't even know that.
They chased down Lincoln because Tarantino's known, obviously for.
Yeah.
That's been his thing for his last 4 movies. Is he revises history.
It's like
I didn't realize that Birth of a Nation was the first one to do it because the Klan shows up and wins the Civil War.
Yeah.
Like Avengers Endgame, they alter time, and they chase down Lincoln, and Lincoln is in blackface, being like, "I'm just a darky."
Really?
Kill me. Yeah, that's the end. And then they make Lincoln dig his own grave.
Wow.
Something like that. He's in a grave, in blackface, begging for his life.
Holy shit.
Wow, what a cinematic achievement.
Yeah.
I met her at the swap meet. She was unbelievable. I am an alien. I don't got human emotion. If you just come inside, I think you just might love me. If I just come inside, I think we'll have a baby. Oh, don't you sugar fun, yeah. A little taste of something sweet, girl. Oh, don't you sugar fun, yeah. Injection, Raven's revenge. Caramelized candy eyes, you were insatiable. VHS chameleon, tell me a lot about masturbation. If you just come outside, we'll go to Mars and get some candy bars. You must be from Buena Park, 'cause sugar, you have my heart, yeah. Oh, don't you sugar fun, yeah. A little taste of something sweet, girl. Sugar fun, yeah. Injection of Raven's revenge. So sick